Hey, what's up you guys? It's Andrew from PoshDesigns, and today I have episode 20 of my weekly series called GFX Tip Friday, where I go into Photoshop, After Effects, Cinema 4D, or another demanded editing program, and I show you guys one tip that can be used in everyday editing. Now in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys a really awesome effect that can be used in a lot of projects, and it's basically this realistic typing effect. So let's look at what we're going to be making today. Alright, so very cool effect. Like I said, it can be used in multiple projects, and this is going to be basically made in After Effects, and all we have to do is do two things to our text file. So it's really easy, and let's just hop right on into After Effects and let's get started. So right here, we want to go up to Composition, New Composition, and just 1920 by 1080, 5-second duration is what I'm going to be working with. I'm going to select OK. Basically, I'm just going to lay down a nice background by going to Layer, New, Solid, and it doesn't matter what color, and go to Effect, Generate, and go to Ramp, and then we want to select basically a white color for the first color, about there, and then the end color we want more of a gray color. I'm going to select that to Radial, and then what we can do is add our text. Now a lot of you are probably wondering how to get this kind of frame box around so we can get it all centered up. Just all you have to do is come down here to where it says 50%, and then right to the right of it, just click that and go to Title/Action Safe, and then we can select our text, and I'm just going to lay down typing effect again like so, and we can just zoom in a little bit, get that all centered up. And then what we can do is just two things, just like I said. So go down to Typing Effect, hit the drop down arrow, go to Animate, Opacity, and you want to select the opacity down to 0%. You want to open up the Range Selector and open up the Advanced menu, turn down the Smoothness to 0%, and then come up here to Offset and select wherever on the time frame that you want to have this start. So I'm going to have mine start at 15 frames, and I'm going to keyframe the offset right there. And then I'm going to go 2 seconds ahead, so that's 2 seconds and 15 frames, so right there. And I'm going to hit the offset to 100% now. And if we just scroll on our timeline, now it looks like a basic typing effect. Now to get the cursor in there, it's just one more thing that we have to add, which we can add that right now. And if we come up here to Animate again, Opacity, and we want to close Animator 1 first, and go up to Animate to Opacity again. It's going to add another Animator 2, and what we want to do on the Animator 2 is go to Add, Property, Character Value, and then we can add the character value to about 124. It's going to pop up with a bunch of dashes right here. That's okay, we're going to get rid of that in momentarily. Open up the Range Selector 1 again on the Animator 2, and we want to go open up the Advanced menu again, turn down the Smoothness to 0% as well. And then we want to come up here to about 2 to 3% is usually what it's going to be for your end. So change the end percentage from 100 to about 2 or 3. I'm going to try 3 for this one. And basically what that's going to do is you guys are going to want to make sure you guys are right where you started it. So since I started it at 15 frames, I'm going to go to 15 frames like I am right over here. And then I'm going to change the end value to 3 to 2%. Now if we were to change this to 4%, we see that the dash appears. We don't want the dash to appear. We want to make sure that it's invisible. We can't see it at the starting point. So we want to come back down here to end and select 3%, and now we can't see it. So usually 2 or 3% is going to work for you guys. And since we're at 15 frames, we can select Offset, and we can scroll on over to 215 where it ends and make the offset to go to 100%. And now as we see, it looks like a kind of typing effect. So let's scroll out, let's start this and RAM preview it. So it's a really nice effect. It can be used in multiple projects, just like I said earlier, and it just looks really nice. It actually looks like a realistic typing, almost like a typewriter typing it. So also one more thing that I'm going to give to you guys, of course, is a nice studio sound typing effect that was actually recorded in a studio. So open up the description below, go ahead and download that audio file, and then you guys can drag it into your guys' project files and just drag it onto your composition. So let's just get this dragged on in here. Alright, so here's my studio sound. So what you guys can do is basically drop down it And I'm just going to select kind of a high point for it. I'm going to go to 15 frames is where I started my composition. And I'm going to just scroll this on over. We'll start it right about, we'll say just right there. And what you guys can do is when you're selected on that, hit Control Shift D, and basically that's going to split it for you. And what you guys can do from there is basically it'll type for you now. So it's a pretty nice effect, just like I said earlier, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Some people were asking me how to do a typing effect, so I thought I would do a tutorial on it. So if it did help you guys out, please definitely give this video a big thumbs up. It helps me out a lot, and it keeps GFX Tip Friday going. So until next time, guys, my name's Andrew from PoshDesigns. I make quality graphics for free, and I make your visions a reality.
Through my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart, and watch it burn. Tear me apart.
Metronome and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go. Owers and tastemakers make us no chaser. Gets the blood flowing like a fucking pacemaker. Cut the middleman.